See, normally I would have just, what I do is I usually put my thoughts together. I have, I write it down, kind of put a little script together on what I want to talk about in my video. But as you can see today, like any other day, I'm walking, but today I don't have nothing in my script, man. I don't have really nothing in my script, so everything is gonna be freestyling today. So, but a lot of people, like a lot of people who are in middle class versus, say upper class slash rich, the difference between those two class is knowing the difference between liability and asset, man. And a lot of people confuse those two big time, and most people don't even have an idea what liability or assets are. So I've learned that, like, I personally didn't even know it myself. I just wanted to let that car pass by. But anyway, I personally didn't know it myself for the longest time. I've learned it, but I've learned it from reading the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Pretty sure a lot of you guys heard of it. But and then in that book, it best explains it, saying that liability is something that constantly takes money away from you, and an asset is something that puts money in your pocket. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna mention too much into that book. But with us just right now, with you just hearing that the liability is something that takes money away from you, an asset is something that adds money into your like value into your account, into your life, whatever. Now look at each one of us, like, take a moment out of your day, out of the week, out of the month, out of the year, and then evaluate your life. Get a piece of paper, draw a line right in the middle of it, draw a line directly in the middle of the paper, and then on one side, on the top of it, write the word asset, and then the other side, write it liability. And then once you write those two words down, under it, evaluate your life, and then write down everything in your life that is asset, that's bringing income to your pocket, adding money into your pocket, and then list everything that's taking out money out of your pocket. And then once you do that, you're gonna realize why you're not rich. That's the fine line. That's when you're gonna realize why you don't have what you always wanted, why you don't always have the money, why you're not there, why you stuck working 9 to 5. Once you write that down, and it's gonna, like, and then if you don't know much about it, you can just the word liability and asset, you can just take those two phrases to the internet, Google it, and then learn as much as you need about it. But the moment you learn the difference between those two, the moment you're gonna start making money, man.